Hey guys, TannyGamer4K here. Welcome to your history lesson for the day, and today we're going to be talking about the German U-boats. With Battlefield 1 now confirmed as World War 1, and some of the recently released concept art including sea battles, I thought of how cool it would be to see a sub in Battlefield 1. But today's about a history lesson, and we're going to get started. On September 5th in 1914, the HMS Pathfinder was sunk by the German U-boat U-21. The reason that this is so important is because it's the first ship to ever be sunk by a submarine using a self-propelled torpedo. There were many reasons that these submarines were a problem for the Allied forces, but to just give you an idea of the sheer strength of these machines, one German U-boat, the U-9, was able to sink 3 British warships, the HMS Akubar, the HMS Cressy, and the HMS Hogue, in just under an hour, and I guarantee you I butchered every one of those names. Even given the fact that this is a capable weapon of war, it wasn't primarily used for this. Its primary mission for most of the war was attacking Allied military and civilian merchant ships. For the first few months of the war, the U-boats observed the prize rules of the time which allowed them to conduct these attacks. On October 20th of 1914, the U-boat U-17 sank the first merchant ship, the SS Giltra, off the coast of Norway. It is believed that this was in retaliation for British minefields and shipping blockades. Under the instructions given to the U-boat captains, they could sink merchant ships, even potentially neutral ones, completely without warning. One such attack was on May 7th in 1915, conducted by the SM U-20, which sank the liner RMS Lusitania. The sinking claimed 1,198 lives, 128 of them being American civilians. This attack of unarmed civilians truly and deeply shocked the Allies. According to the ship's manifest, it was carrying nothing of military value, such as small arms, ammunition, or even explosives. This prompted the US to respond by completely severing diplomatic ties, which persuaded the Germans to issue the Sussex Pledge, that reimposed restrictions on U-boats' activities and their targets. This removed the effectiveness of the U-boat fleet, and the Germans consequently sought a decisive surface action, a strategy that culminated in the Battle of Jutland. Although the Germans claimed a victory at Jutland, the British Grand Fleet remained in control of the sea. It was necessary to return to effective anti-commerce warfare by the U-boats. Vice Admiral Reinhard Schneer, Commander-in-Chief of the High Seas Fleet, pressed for an all-out U-boat war, convinced that a high rate of shipping losses would force the British to seek an early peace before the United States could react effectively. With the U-boats now back to attacking civilian merchant ships, it was proving effective, sinking an estimated 1.5 million tons of shipping between the months of October 1916 through January of 1917. The political situation demanded even greater pressure, and on January 31st of 1917, Germany announced that its U-boats would engage in completely unrestricted submarine warfare starting on February 1st. Following this, on March 17th, German boats sank 3 American vessels, and then the US declared war on Germany in April of 1917. In closing, the Germans' unrestricted submarine warfare in the early stages of the war was initially successful, sinking a major part of the Britain-bound shipping, but with the introduction of escorted convoys, shipping losses sharply declined. In the end, the German strategy failed to destroy enough Allied shipments to put a real hurt on the Allies for this war. However, on November 11th, 1918, all surviving German submarines were surrendered. Of the 360 submarines that had been built during the war, 178 were lost, but more than 11 million tons of shipping have been destroyed by their tactics. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope everyone learned something. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this, a dislike if you didn't, and leave a comment letting me know your thoughts on sea battles in Battlefield 1.